Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to Full-Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Aston Villa Arsenal Watchalong. Feels like it's been a long time since it's been on here, but it was literally last night. Big up to Satvic, big up to G Talks, big up to King for when he could speak. We are here to do the Arsenal and Aston Villa watch long. Arsenal, obviously, last night we did the preview, which is a great show. Really enjoyed it. Night before, did it with a fantastic guy called Ross, who is part of the Full-Time Sports Network team. So yes, the teams are in. They came in an hour ago. I'm not overly excited by Arsenal's team. I would have made a couple more changes, but you know, literally told to support the team no matter what. So that's what I'm doing. However, this is the Aston Villa lineup. Let's try not to lose the laptop on my lap here. We've got Martinez in goal. Matty Cash is playing at right back, even though Ross did say that Ashley Young was getting the nod at right back, but Matty Cash is in. Konza Mings, who has obviously sorted his injury issue, whatever that was, out. You got Alex Moreno, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Kamara, Coutinho, Buendia, and Watkins. This is the Arsenal lineup. You got Ramsdale in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Eddie Nketiah. I personally would have dropped Eddie. I would have dropped Xhaka as well. I would have brought in Tierney. I would have brought in Sinchenko into midfield and left Martinelli or Kozia Dubry, because I do actually quite like that idea of putting him on the left. Just the unknown. You know, you've got to take some risks now and then with these young kids, because I do believe that he will cause a nightmare. Look at what Garnacho's done at Man United. No one knew anything about him when he first came in. People didn't know how to defend against him either, to be fair. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Big up to Matthew. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Full-Time Sports Network. You will see him more live on shows coming soon. Big up to you then, Matthew. As I said, welcome to the family. Morning, Bobby. Just wait. Need get match on 2. MA, so easy to predict. That's the problem. That's my problem, though, unfortunately. He is easy to predict, and he shouldn't be. He's got this ability to actually change it up. Don't be so predictable. But he is, and that is what it is. So we've got 3 in midfield, which is interesting. I think Ross went for 4-4-2. They've blew out even the Aston Villa fan with the formation here. So it's going to be an interesting lineup. I have to be honest. I think it could fall back into a 4 in midfield later in the game, where either Buendia or Coutinho will be on the wing. McGinn can play on the wing, you see, and then it will be Coutinho probably behind Watkins. So it's going to be interesting. Big up to Chris. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. It's good to see you here. What's happening with your Carlisle today? I know you've had a shocking time lately. I did notice your game the other day. Big up to everyone in chat. Thank you very much, Matthew. I got it right, but not what we wanted. I wanted KT and Xhaka out, Ozzy mid, but of course not. Exactly. I'll kind of get a little bit annoyed with this, to be honest, that he's not risking Sinchenko in midfield. We all know that Sinchenko could play in midfield. Why we're not doing it, I do not know. My prediction is Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Revenge, I'm calling it. Big up to you, Chris. I'm not even going to disagree, because even Arsenal fans have gone for Villa. So, you know, it can happen. Oh, no. I've just seen your message, Chris. But of course not. Morning to everybody from Mars. We are playing. Sorry. I want to draw. Can I have a draw? I don't want you beating them. Emery masterclass incoming. It's very feasible here. Arsenal are kicking us from right to left, playing in their black and gold. My favourite shirt, I have to be honest. It looks very dull. Mind you, it is dull here in the West Midlands because obviously Aston Villa is not far from where I am now. Moss is going for a 2-1, and big up to James. Come on, you Gunners. Big performance needed. Exactly. We do need a big performance today. To be fair, Wednesday, great performance. Errors cost us the game. Literally. I don't think if we made those errors, I don't think we would have lost that game. And maybe a bit more confident in front of goal would have been better as well. But I don't think we would have lost that game if we didn't make those errors, to be honest. But yeah, performance today is well and truly needed. Well and truly needed. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Right, let's get the score up. There we go. Make sure I don't put that one up because that's the City game. So it's been a bit of a rush to get this up and running today. Colchester's team in better form recently, but they're thinking it's a good time to play Carlisle after Luke. Yeah, I know that was. I know Mansfield were a couple of places behind you, but I was still surprised about the defeat. I have to be honest. It was quite early on as well, weren't you? You were 4-0 down, like really early in the first half, I think. Here is Coutinho. Today, Douglas Luiz is going to have a pot shot. Don't know why. Literally have no idea why he had a shot there. It's gone high and wide. I don't know why. He had Gabriel and Xhaka in front of him. Don't know what he was thinking. Oh, Zinchenko playing a little bit risky there. Aston Villa trying to do a press here. Buendia clearly fouled Jorginho. I was lucky at well. Geez, I bet you were. You were very lucky to be at work. That was a nightmare game. I couldn't believe that when I looked at the score. As I say, because of you, I always keep an eye on the Carlisle score just to see what your mood might be like. Because obviously the other team we don't want to talk about, but Carlisle are doing quite well this season. Cool. Villa are playing very compressed defensively. Here's Xhaka. It goes out for an Arsenal throw-in. I'm not liking the way that Villa are being so condensed defensively. That is going to be hard to break down. We are going to have the same issues I think we've had for a few games now. The low block is going to cause us a nightmare. Here's Odegaard. Moss is barely awake. We'll be fine. It's our time to have blip. All teams have. Yeah, exactly. Odegaard, let's go. Well, I'm just going Arsenal, let's go. I don't care who plays well and who doesn't. Just want Arsenal to play well. We're still somehow in automatic places to pirate win. Yeah, well, that does sum up League One and League Two and the Championship. It can sum you up very easily. It's crazy sometimes. Oh, here's Matty Cash. Back to Konza. And Kamara. Do love Kamara. It's Tyrone Mings, obviously celebrating him signing a new contract this week. Still don't like him, I have to be honest. He's a Sunday League centre-back. He's a good left-back. I like him as a left-back. Centre-back, Sunday League at best. When we play teams sitting back, I'm guessing that's Xhaka become completely redundant with Ozzy doing all the bits. Yep. Black jerseys, love it. Afternoon, Luke. Yep, Luke is in here. He is in here. We are on 4 minutes 31 seconds. Here comes Trossard. Now it's Zinchenko. I mean, it's going to be a really long game for us again, isn't it? Here comes Matty Cash, who's found Ollie Watkins. I think he's onside just. Here's Ollie Watkins. It's a goal. Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. Well, that's just not funny, is it, guys? Oh, dear. Right. Oh, it's painful. Painful already. Painful already. Painful already. Mind you, in my prediction, I did say that I think we'll go 2-0 down and we'll win it 3-2. Yeah. Tom Hanks, brilliant actor he is. Not happy with Saliba there, to be honest. Ben I is going to be well happy with that. I do predict we'll go down. Yeah, he is actually. Big up to. I'm pretty sure it's Graham, Daddy and the Don. If I'm wrong, I do apologise, but I'm pretty sure you're Graham. If you're not, I do apologise. There's a saying February is. it's mate. This is just not fun. It's just not fun. Thankfully, I've got another game later, which has no bearing on me whatsoever. But unfortunately, it does have bearing on you because it's the Newcastle Liverpool game. But this is just not fun. Oh, geez. I've done the Everton game, couldn't do the Brentford game, did the City game, and now I'm doing the Villa game. Uh, there you go. Big up to Phil. I knew there's a Graham there somewhere. Big up to Phil. Hope you're doing well. Here's Saliba. But that's just not funny. Not funny at all. I did predict we'll go down, but it's still not fun to watch because so far we haven't started playing at all. Which is not the performance we needed. Coming up to 8 minutes now. It's just not funny. Yeah, Moss is doing goal rush at 3. I've got Newcastle Liverpool at 5:30. And then I'm back tomorrow to do the Tottenham West Ham game. Here's Saka having to defend. Back to Ramsdale. It's just the way Villa is set up says that we are going to struggle because we're playing the same way we always play. Big up to ZBY. Unlucky, mate. Yeah. Oh, no. Tell me about it. Capitulate. Honestly, we've been worked out now. And the problem is, what have I said? We don't have a plan B. If they work out your plan A and you don't have a plan B, you're buggered. And I'll tell you what, this is just like City. City only play one way. If you can stop City from playing, you've beaten them. And everyone wants to be like City. I don't want to be anything like City. And I know I'm going back to the 80s and 90s, but I want to watch an Arsenal game where I don't know who's going to be playing. I don't know how we're going to set up. I don't know how we're going to play. Because that's the way that football should be. You shouldn't be able to be read. And we've been read constantly. And now they know how to play. This is the Premier League. There's 20 good teams in the Premier League. There's no weak teams. They've all got quality players. How many of these Aston Villa players would we actually have in our squad now? I can name at least 2. I'd have Watkins and I'd have a lot of people like Douglas Luiz. You know, this is not a bad team at all. As regular as clockwork, we boss it every Feb. Yeah, so much for Happy Valentine's. I blame Valentine's Day. That's what I do. Me Valentine's. Oh, Ramsdale having a moment now. God almighty. Oh. Here's Jorginho to Xhaka. This is just not fun to watch. The performance so far is next to a swear word that I don't like to swear. It's just awful. Here's Zinchenko. Oh, it's just not funny. 11 minutes in now. Oh, they found Ben White. How on earth? Brilliant, brilliant ball by Jorginho. Oh, he is offside there. Did Tyrone Mings get his foot in the way? Brilliant defended by Mings, I have to say. I went on hockey combats last night. So time for Arsenal comeback win, but yeah, let's say it. But oh well, Carlisle getting recognition on BBC One Focus, getting an interview talking about revival of the club from a year ago. I'm shocked we're a little old. Oh, gee, unbelievable! Just so much disrespect. How that not going? Well done to Mings, even though I can't stand him. Oh, they've gone back to the offside anyway. But no, that was Mings' foot in the way. That was Mings' foot, so that was not an Eddie error. You know, I would say if it was, because I'm not the greatest fan of Eddie. So, but no, that was Mings very good defending, getting his big foot in the way. But yeah, it is what it is. This is just going to be painful for us to watch today, I think. Granit Xhaka has won us a corner here, I believe. I'm just not going to enjoy this game, am I? Do. So we're just about to take the corner. There's Trossard's about to, I think he's taking a short corner, but the problem is it's actually my screen's frozen up. Here's Zinchenko to Xhaka. There's Odegaard. So Jorginho again, who's been playing very well. Trossard in, cleared. Here comes Ollie Watkins. Well defended there by Gabriel. Oh, yes. Big up to Monzi. I know you'd enjoy it. 6 matches next. Yep. Here's Zinchenko to Eddie, who cannot control it. Oh, God. Bubble burst. Yeah, yeah. Well, it is, mate. I'll tell you what it is. The reason I'm annoyed, it's nothing to do with the bubble. It's just how bad we're playing. Like, I've seen us play badly this season and get a result or get a draw. But we played well against City and against Everton, Brentford, and Villa. Absolutely, and there's not enough changes. That's just, I'm having a little mini rant, not to use Muns. So no, you don't care, but we only have a plan A. We have no plan B, and they just worked us out. And all you have to do is defend compactly, and yeah, we just can't break you down. Jeez, just can't believe it. Throw in for Arsenal here. Given away, but it goes back to Gabriel, thankfully. Finds Odegaard. Here's Jorginho. Well done, Jorginho. Then White whips it in. Saka with a shot. Goal! Get in there. That was a heck of a goal. Get in there. Brilliant shot by Saka. Though you can't say anything bad about Saka. And to be honest, I have to big up to Jorginho there, because he managed to keep that ball and keep it in possession. Beautiful cross by White. Headed clear by Tyrone Mings. Only goes back as far as Saka. Saka with a cracking right foot shot. No, left foot shot. Do apologise. But wow, what a goal. Oh, get in there. But our performance still is appalling. We need to get better. Damn it, Pet Series 65 wasn't working, of course, but you saw it called. I think you'll also know that I also said that we will go down before we come back. So not just the only one, boss. You're not the only one. Just won 25. Big up to Luke. He's just won £25. Watkins and Saka to get at least one shot on goal. Brilliant strike by Saka. Well, that was quite an early, wasn't it? 17 minutes in. When I do those, I normally have to wait till like 91st minute. Pick up to you, Luke. 17 minutes played. But Arsenal still need to perform better. The performance is still bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to get, because we're not. The performance has been awful, and it still is. But luckily, we've got a goal. Arsenal need to win today to get back to winning ways. Arsenal said that. He listened to us. Nice. Here comes Jorginho. I won't bet something. Okay, switching to Bobby laptop and bet to phone app. Don't know why it's. The problem is, was it suspended? Was that what it was? So I can't see why they would have suspended it. I know. I was so happy. I was like, oh, yeah. That's one good reason to watch the F1 this season, just to watch that beautiful Mercedes go around tracks. I just love it. I hope, to be honest, I do hope they stick with it. I know that, you know, silver is their colour mainly, but nah, stick with black. It just looks immense. It really does. I love the black livery on the Mercedes. Love it. Yeah. To be honest, I've not looked at many. So no, Alpine released theirs yesterday. I know they've gone for two different ones, haven't they? They've got all pink with a lot of black, and then pink and blue. I need to look at them all properly, really. I've not been paying much attention. Obviously, the Red Bull is the Red Bull. Definitely a bit. Oh, yeah. No doubt. It's just lovely. It's lovely. And it kind of helps that Lewis is actually an Arsenal fan as well, so he can wear his black Arsenal kit whilst driving that car now. I'll be perfectly happy. Oh, we've come up to 20 minutes played. Here comes Zinchenko. Awful cross. Out. For a goal kick to Villa. Very livery. It looked like someone started painting it with black, but can't be asked to. I've not seen it. I need to see it. I need to see it before I comment on it. See if I can quickly have a look at it now. Ferrari. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. Why? Of course, that would be the first thing that comes up, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. I see what you mean now. Yeah, it's quite nice, but I'm not a Ferrari fan, as you know. But yeah, I see what you mean. It's like they were going, "Oh, I've run out. I can't be bothered." Yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah. Rangers 4-1 down and Kings win last night. Luke won $90. Great comeback with Rangers in. Oh, okay. When you say Rangers, I think of my Rangers, not a different Rangers. Got you. Don't forget, my Rangers are Scottish. I should be back next weekend to do their cup final, actually. I need to plan what I'm doing next weekend. I've sorted out the preview for this week. I've got 2 previews coming out this week for the Leicester game. I've got a brilliant Leicester fan joining me next week, so that should be fun. Yeah, New York. Wait, yeah. When anyone says Rangers, the first thing is Glasgow Rangers to me. So not the New York Rangers. Arsenal building a bit of confidence now, which is nice. And Aston Villa looking less condensed as well defensively now, which is better. I was fearing for us after the first 10 minutes, I have to be honest. I still don't think it's going to be an easy one. I don't think anyone went for a crazy easy win. I know Satvik went for 2-0. Moss went for 2-1. Tony went for a 1-0 loss. I'm not going to have a go at anyone that went for the loss, to be honest, because I could see it happening. You know what I mean? Texas Rangers in. Nope. I suppose me. Start of the season can't be asked. Yeah, that's literally Ferrari, isn't it? Let's be honest. Moss 2-1 on. Yep. Islanders come back with 2. Moss, but probably too tired to give your Bruins a good match tonight. What? They go from one game to the next within 24 hours. Jeez. Big up to Errol. Hope you're doing well. He's come to enjoy the Arsenal downfall. Just bet Arsenal win. Everton Leeds draw. Yeah, could see that. I think it might be a score draw. I think it'd be a very interesting game, if not a very dull game. To be honest, I don't know who's the 3 o'clock kickoffs are, to be honest. Not even looked. Not even looked. Here's Odegaard with a free kick for the Arsenal. There is ridiculous grabbing on from a begin there. How can you literally hug him and not get done for a free kick? It's out for an Arsenal throw in though. It's Zinchenko. Brentford to beat Palace. It's possible. I'd definitely say Brentford are the most likely to win. Yeah, in hockey they play back-to-back nights sometimes. My league's got Habs tonight. Then, oh geez, I wouldn't advance that. Yeah, we kind of got like a bit of the edge of storm motto, so it's a little bit windy, a bit rainy as well. Obviously, Aston Villa is not far from where I am now. I'm in the West Midlands too. Here's Ramsdale to Gabriel. 25 minutes played. Here's Matty Cash back to Konzer. Back to Mings, back to Martinez. Kicks it out. My laptop's trying to fall on my lap. Matty Cash with the throw-in for Aston Villa. Buendia. Tries to fire Ollie Watkins. Got a foul. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. Here's a foul. We got more of the player before the ball. So, yep, that is a foul. Obviously, with Coutinho, Buendia, it's not the greatest idea to give him free kicks, especially in front of goal. I only watched Football Focus on BBC One because they were interviewing. I saw Alex Scott, Glenn Murray, and other women that could try and turn it off and put Arsenal game on. Fair enough. Big up to Colm. Yeah, it's not the greatest. The performance isn't great for Arsenal, I have to be honest. The first 10 minutes, I could see us losing 2 or 3-0. Then we were quite lucky with the equaliser, as in Jorginho had a beautiful part to play in that goal. Mings cleared it, just happened to fall to Saka. Saka with an absolute rocket of a shot. And now the game's kind of 50-50 now. Arsenal have a good bit of possession. Villa have a good bit of possession. But Villa have now got a dangerous free kick. It's actually Douglas Luiz that's standing up over it. To be fair, it is a lot further away than I thought it was. He's gone for it. It's gone straight into the wall. Here's Alex Moreno. Here's Eddie. Trossard. Why are we playing tiki-taki football at the back? Just get it clear. Oh, I don't like this tiki-taki stuff at the back. Just get it clear. Jeez. I think what we all know, possession doesn't win you at a game. It doesn't matter if you keep the ball or not. Just get rid of it sometimes when you're under the cosh. Jeez. Need Hockey's second assist for... No. Can't afford to be dropping many more points, even with the game in hand you have. Yeah, exactly. We can't. I did predict a 3-2 to the Arsenal. I did think we'd go down as well. But there's a lot of Arsenal fans. Even Tony has gone for went for the Aston Villa win. Luke did. Craig did. It's a bit of nerves among the Arsenal fan base, which I totally get, because this performance isn't the greatest. We played better on Wednesday and lost, so it is what it is. But yeah, we can't afford to lose anymore. To be honest, this is the thing. With that game in hand, we are still ahead of City. So as long as we don't lose any games, we're fine. Simple as that, isn't it? And we've got to play City again as well. Yeah. To be honest, I think it could be a lot more goals. I think because I actually went for a 3-2 to the Arsenal. I think there's could be quite a few goals in this game. Mainly because both defensive look a little bit, to be honest. I'll be perfectly honest, I look a bit. Ollie Watkins is dangerous against Saliba. And I don't rate Mings. Everyone knows my opinions on Mings. He's a Sunday league footballer. He's a good left back, but he's not a good centre back. Here's Saka, who has just won Arsenal a corner. I think we could still end up in a top 4 battle. To be honest, everyone is up there. It's still a top 4 battle. until you get close to the end of the season. You know, because you can still put United, anyone that's mathematically still possible to win the league are still in the title chase. It's as simple as that. Big up to you, Colm. We shall see you on Tuesday. Title's already gone. I never really thought it was on. Well, everyone knows my opinions on that. Until March, I won't say nothing. You can't really until the end of the season. Because, you know, there's so many games to play. And this is the Premier League. It's 20 good teams, 20 quality teams. Any team can beat you. That's why it's one of the best leagues in the world. Because anyone can beat you. We have definitely seen a 20th place team to go. Not one. 1-1. Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh dear. Coutinho with the goal. Oh, hang on, what's happening now? Anyway, let's describe the goal. So Coutinho to Kamara. Oh, brilliant step over there by Buendia, who let Coutinho have it, and Coutinho just easily put it in the back of the net. That's just oh dear. Taco Tuesday, Colm. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back Tuesdays. Should be all moved in. Hopefully. Hopefully. I did say this would be painful. But I struggle to see how we're going to get 2 goals. We were fortunate with the first one. And we were fortunate with the first one. So yeah. I'm not looking forward to this, people. I'm just not. It's just not funny today. It's this free in midfield for Aston Villa. Here's Saka though. Block cross goes out to Ben White. I honestly do not want to see a right back substitution today. That would do my head in. Yeah, it's just not funny anymore. Come on to 34 minutes played. Oh. Did say after we scored the equaliser we haven't played any better, and we haven't started dominating the game, so the performance is still bad. I can't see this finishing 2-1. I can see there are going to be more goals. Defensively, we're both bad. Here's Saliba. Jorginho trying to put through Saka here. Beautiful pass by Jorginho. beautifully weighted. And it's Saka has forced a corner. So well done to Saka. Beautiful pass by Jorginho, though. Beautifully weighted. So it is an Arsenal corner. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I'm doing that game later, Chris. And the reason I'm doing it, because like last weekend I chose different games. I do find the Newcastle Liverpool game normally quite entertaining. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Partey is a massive miss, mate. It's been proven not just by stats, but even performances. He is a huge miss. And I'm not saying that any disrespect to Jorginho. Jorginho has been brilliant against City. Again, the better player in this game so far for me. Him and Saka have been brilliant. But yeah, Partey's just, I think he just gives you that little bit more security. Jorginho isn't as a tough nut as Partey is. Partey's a proper tough nut. But yeah, he's a big miss, and it's been proven how many times we've lost or bad results we've had whilst he hasn't been in the squad. Yeah, he's technically he's absolute. Honestly, so many of the Arsenal fan base just broke down because of the signing. But I 12 million quid. Technically, he's good, and he is just defensively, and it's not his fault. He's not. That's not what he's there for. He's not there to like push people off the ball and all that kind of stuff. Arsenal giving it a ball away here. Commentator's curse there. But here come Arsenal on the break. Here comes Trossard, who has disappointed me. And it's out for an Aston Villa throw-in. Well, it just annoys me. Oh. "38 minutes played. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Heavy challenge there by Saka and Alex Moreno. Oh. That is a sore one, isn't it? That is going to be sore. If we can beat Newcastle, we're back in top 4 race. We've been in, have game in hand on them. We've got Jota, Firmino coming back into the fold. Diaz targeting Real Madrid game as his return. Yeah, so you've got some players coming back, but it's still your midfield for me. Forward-wise, I don't think you really have struggled. But midfield, my word. I still don't get why you didn't get one. I'll be perfectly honest. Yeah, it seems mad. But yeah, it's going to be a good game later. I'll be back later to do that game. I do actually need to change it, actually, because, again, we have a sister channel that's a Liverpool one, so I will stream to the Liverpool channel later as well. Keep forgetting to do that one. Here's Gabriel. Xhaka. Yeah, he has been really impressive. I've quite liked him. Yeah, definitely agree with you. But I just think he could have just done with signing someone in the January window, and not like a Jorginho, but someone someone decent like a Hadara. Um, who else you could have signed? There's quite a few out there that are, I wouldn't say available, but are definitely within reach for Liverpool to bid enough for you to get them. Because it's definitely not business as usual at FSG, is it? Let's be honest. Because if it was, you would have just got them. Oh, Champions League is back on Tuesday. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. You got Man United versus Barcelona on Thursday. Man City versus Leipzig on Wednesday. You've got loads of good games. I won't be covering any of them. Just say no. I won't be here. I am a weekend watch-along man. No other time. Unless, so I'll be doing the Europa League when that returns, whilst Arsenal win it. Depends how serious we want to take it, I suppose. Because if we don't take it seriously, I will lose my mind. Because it's a trophy. If you're in for a trophy, you should go for the trophy. If I'm perfectly honest. Here comes Buendia, though. So it's a foot race with the ball because the ball's going to go out. We lack a workhorse midfielder like Wijnaldum. Yeah, you do. You really, really do. There's just so many you could have got that wouldn't have cost an absolute fortune, and maybe you wouldn't have had to go and get Gakpo. That's just my opinion. Obviously, if people are happy that you got Gakpo, that's great. But I think you could have probably spent that money on a midfielder of decent enough quality as well. There's definitely enough out there. Here's Saka, Odegaard, Jorginho. Beautiful pass again. Oh. Saka just wasn't quick enough. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Phil. Phil's put it right there. Gakpo wasn't needed. He wasn't. I think you could have done with because you had you've got Carvalho, the young kid that would have covered. You know, he is talented enough already. Um, at the moment, my midfield is yeah. It's not a bad midfield, but it's just having to like rely on Hendo, Fabinho. It's not quite right, is it? Come up to 44 minutes played though. Don't know how much injury time there will be, but I will be having a short break at half time, guys, as always. Mainly so I can swear. No, just it's just painful to watch. The one thing I will say is I don't have to do the Leicester game next weekend. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. I am thankful for that. I'll be doing the previews, but I won't have to do the watch along. I'm just passing it around here. The ball's with Trossard. I don't know why Xhaka is so far up. Jorginho. 2 minutes of injury time. Here's Saka. Whipped in cross. Not a bad cross, but dealt with very well by Villa. Here's Gabriel. Out to Trossard. To Xhaka. Block cross by Konza. Xhaka goes down. Foul there by Brendir. To be fair, that was not a free kick. To be perfectly honest. There's Odegaard. Here's Saliba. Odegaard's down in pain here. Oh, it's all getting a little bit feisty now. Odegaard's down in a lot of pain here. Gary O'Driscoll coming on. Oh, so it was the follow through by Tyrone Mings here. It just clips Odegaard. Sorry, guys. Gakpo is attacking midfielder. We need a natural centre midfielders. Yep, I would take Douglas Luiz, McGinn, and heartbeat work exactly. We need to stop obsession with Bellingham. He ain't going to fix everything like he's Edwards' hands. Plus, don't see him joining without Champions League football. Yeah, exactly. Jude's not going to leave Dortmund to go to not play in the Champions League, is he? Jude knows his quality now, so yeah, I can. It's going to be City at the moment, isn't it? Let's be honest. Unless Liverpool manage to get into the top four, which I'm not ruling out, to be fair. I think 3 teams are pretty much sorted. But I think the 4th is still open, the 4th spot. I don't think Newcastle will do it because I think they lack goals, which will definitely back hurt them. This is where we need a good old-fashioned hockey-style fight to sort this out. Yeah, we do. Right, Saka's going to take the free kick here. Too high. Straight into Martinez's arms. And to be honest, I think Martinez will probably kick it out and it'll probably be blown for half-time, I would have thought. Get these players in. We need a way better second-half performance, so because right now, this sucks. Really bad. It is Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1 as it stands. And there is half time. I will be back very, very soon. Just quickly put half time on. Make sure everyone knows it's half time. Quickly check the messages. Nice to see some Archie. My midfielder would be Douglas Luiz, McGinn. Saicedo is definitely one I would rather have right now. Odegaard seems fine. Yep, I will be back very shortly, guys, with the stats and talk about the game.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. catch me if I fall. I'm falling fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Perfectly timed. Right, let's quickly get into the comments quickly. Halftime cafe wakey wakey Mars. Saka Sunfire, I like it. Our movement is so static, man. We are nowhere near as fluid as we were with this current attacking setup. Correct. We just don't look at our performance. We all wanted performance this weekend, and we're not getting it at all. Yeah, I went for a 3-2 Arsenal win, but I can't see it. James, what did you go for? I can't remember now. I don't think James went for a prediction, did he? If I could ban a certain word from the chat, it would be FPL. I would find a way of banning FPL chat at all. I'm literally gonna go into that though. Go on. So the stats for the first half are. Possession-wise for Aston Villa, it's been 32%, 67% for Arsenal. 2 shots on target for each team, 4 shots for Aston Villa, 2 for the Arsenal. 254 touches for Aston Villa, 386 for Arsenal. Passes, 149 for Aston Villa, 290 for Arsenal. But it just proves that possession gets you nothing really. 1 yellow card each. I'll have to tell you who those yellow cards is because I don't actually know. Saka got a yellow card and Douglas Luiz got a yellow card. That must have been that kerfuffle at the end of the first half. So it is Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Ollie Watkins and Coutinho with the goals. Matty Cash and Alex Moreno with the assists for all you FPL fans. And Saka with the goal for Arsenal. No assist as it came off Tyrone Mings' head. Let's go into the games at 3 o'clock kickoffs. Brentford versus Crystal Palace, Brighton versus Fulham, Chelsea versus Southampton, Everton versus Leeds, Nottingham Forest versus Man City. Wolves are at home against Bournemouth, which would explain why I heard so much commotion over at the Molyneux when I was just out a minute ago. And at 5:30, I will be back to do the Newcastle-Liverpool game. Tomorrow, there will be Man United versus Leicester. You can go and catch that on the Watchalong on the Man United Agenda, one of our sister channels. That's a kickoff at 2 o'clock. And then I will be back again on Paxton Road and Full Time Sports Network to do the Tottenham West Ham game tomorrow. But we are probably about 6 minutes away. I can. Oh, don't tempt me, mate. Don't tempt me. It's just painful, mate. It's painful. We all have these blips, and our blip seems to happen in February all the time. I don't know why, but it's just what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing much more I can do about it. Let's hope we can get 2 goals to win the game. But I can see Villa scoring another goal, to be honest. We don't look great at the back. Ramsdale looks a little bit iffy, if I'm being honest. Saliba looks a little bit iffy. Yeah, it's just not fun. It's typical old managers coming back to haunt teams. I did say this in the previews that playing Emery is going to want to win this game more than ever. You might agree or disagree with how he left. I personally don't agree. We sacked Emery for a lot less than what Arteta got away with. So as much as you want to call it as the process or project or whatever you want to call it, it's just not fun. On the plus side, I have nearly finished moving. Brilliant stuff. So he will be back on Tuesday for the Football Lounge on Full Time Sports Network. But yeah, so let's get ready for the second half to kick off. So I don't want to get leave the half time on. There we go. But yeah, so it's been painful to watch. It's not the performance that any of the Arsenal fans wanted. Aston Villa have performed well. I think the 3 midfielders that even stumped Ross, because Ross said it will be a 4-4-2. Hasn't been that at all. It's a 4-3-3, which has definitely caused us issues. McGinn, Kamara, and Douglas Luiz have been brilliant in midfield. Odegaard hasn't done much. Xhaka hasn't done much. Jorginho's played well. Saka I've been impressed with. Other than that, I can't say that any player should be getting a 7 right now. Obviously, there will be a reaction later today. I don't know when on the Armoury for this game. But yeah, it's just one of those. We need to come out second half fighting. I don't want to see a right back substitution. That will annoy me. Because Ben White definitely doesn't deserve to be pulled because he hasn't done anything that bad. I just think that Aston Villa's left are very dangerous right now. But I think if you put Tomiyasu there, we then lose the attacking threat that we have with Ben White and Saka. because Tomiyasu doesn't do the overlapping runs like Ben White does. So then where are we going to get our goals from? So, because we need to score. We need to score. To be honest, we need to score quite quick. I think the more we are behind, the less likely it is we will get anything, because if anything, we'll probably actually let another goal in. Yeah, it's just painful. Painful. But we'll see. Probably about 3 minutes away from second half kicking off. But as I said, if you want to join me for later for a Newcastle Liverpool game, more than welcome. Come on, coffee. Let's fire this half time at MA. Got them going. Let's go, Vamo, and don't need a depressing goal rush. Well, yeah, I suppose you could. This is the problem. I've got 3 hours, 3 hour break between this game and Newcastle Liverpool game. I'll get something for eat. Try and chill out a bit. I've got to do a thumbnail. So yeah, it just needs to be a better second half performance. We're playing Leicester next weekend, which is definitely not easy. Early goal, first 15. Yep. Arsenal should take Europa League seriously. Should be taking mate. Please tell that to the Arsenal fan base, because honestly, people are fine about being knocked out the Carabao. People are fine about being knocked out the FA Cup. No. For me, that's where this problem stems from, is us losing to City in the FA Cup. We should have gone full strength. I think we could have beat them that day. Moss has got a Liverpool buddy there. Powell sleeping still. Well, that's because it is ridiculously early in the morning in Canada. Yeah, it's just crazy. I know it's all going a little bit crazy in the going crazy off in the Arsenal WhatsApp groups. But it is what it is. Oh, let's just hope for a better second half from Arsenal. But to be honest, Villa look really good as well. So let's see what happens. Yeah, we said it takes one loss and being okay with it to set a bad precedent when we need to. Yep, exactly. Bigger fish to fry, don't forget. Yeah. It's just... I am never going to be happy about watching Arsenal lose. Ever. You don't support your club wanting to be knocked out because you'll be better in another competition. That doesn't work like that. These players are paid enough money. They weren't back in the 80s and 90s. They weren't paid enough money to continuously perform well. Now they're paid loads of money. Their performance level should never drop. There is zero reason for it. Aston Villa are getting us underway, kicking from right to left. Early foul. Early foul there for Arsenal. Here's the balls with Trossard. It goes out for an Arsenal throw-in. Yeah. They're just saying that Tierney should come on because the inverted left back isn't helping us because it's just putting more and more players in that midfield, which is totally right. A left back should be a left back, a right back should be a right back. You know, I don't want to play like City. I don't. I can't stand watching them play. I rather play a lot of games. It's good for momentum. Exactly, Chris. It is. You know, if you've got a good enough squad, you can rest one player here, one player there, and just rotate it very gently. You know, like drop Martinelli one game, bring in Trossard. Next game, bring back Martinelli, rest Saka. You know, something like that. It's easily done. And overall, they'll all get a rest. Modern squads have plenty of players. 80s, they had slim pickings. They did. Yeah, they did. But I never went to Highbury going, I want Arsenal to lose today so we can concentrate on the league. No. And football hasn't changed that much for my mindset to change like that, because it's not going to happen. This is competitive sport. You don't support a team wanting to be knocked out of a cup. You want trophies. You know, I know certain people say it in a different way, and that's fine, but you want your team to always win. You never want them to lose. If you want them to lose, I don't understand why you're supporting football, because what's the point? It makes zero sense. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sadly, Christian Atsu's body was found today under the rubble in the earthquake in Turkey. His agent announced it this morning. So, yeah, all our thoughts go to Christian Atsu's family and friends at this horrible time right now. Here's Odegaard. Here's Saka. Oh, jeez. Went for a shot. Not worth talking about. Did you see all that little spell? Xhaka and Ozzy are just doing some spots, same runs, etc. Bunched up. This is why Oz should be midfield and Katie outsider. Yep, totally agree. That could be the change. They could take off Xhaka and bring on Tierney, put Zinchenko in midfield. That would make sense more to me. I'm greedy man. Same with Christmas dinner. I want everything. I want to win everything. Well, you should do as a football fan. I honestly do not care if you support Charlton, Gillingham, Southport. You don't go and watch your team play to be beaten. You may be bright enough to go, my team's awful, but you still want your team to win, even though you might get absolutely battered and you expect to get battered. You still want your team to win. You know, I just find it crazy that people are happy to get knocked out of the Carabao and the FA Cup. Especially, well, the FA Cup definitely for me, because, you know, that's my special cup. I love. That's why I've even got an intro for it. I love the FA Cup. Yeah, Canadian teammate devastated. Have finished, and Sam has to go and play Galatasaray in his body. Absolutely, well, it's such a shame. It is such a shame. Saka gingerly walking there. He's got so many holes in his socks. Jeez. Unless it's a tainted Papa John's trophy with Premier League under-20 ones in it, then I couldn't care less about that. I think, yeah, they discredited it for me by doing that. For me, it should still be the teams that are entitled to play, not under-21s. Because who are we looking after? We're looking after the Premier League teams again, aren't we? Saka with a beautiful cross there, well defended by Konza. Foul. Oh, it's painful, people. Don't ever enjoy watching these type of games. Free kicks taken. Goes out for an Arsenal throw in here. Zinchenko quickly to take it. Well, yes, now. Here's Jorginho to Xhaka. Here's Odegaard to Saka. Cross, Odegaard. Xhaka, block shot by Douglas Luiz. Ball goes back to Jorginho. Here's Gabriel. Zinchenko with a cross. Goes out for an Arsenal corner. Quick take it. Corner here. Zinchenko with a shot. Blocked. Saka with a shot. I think it's gone for a goal kick. Saka's gone down again here. I think the last thing we want right now is a problem for Saka. Premier League should be looking after the EFTLs, but yeah, we know why. Not exactly. Big up to Paxton. Hate to say it, but what Luke has been saying is coming true. Yep. Sadly, yes. 100%. But Saka is still down here. This is a concern now. We're trying to strap Saka up, but he doesn't look comfortable. Just showing the goals here again. Oh, it's just painful. I don't know how Saka's going to carry on, but he's such a heavy strapping. Why are we not just taking him off? Why are we so adamant just to make these players play through pain? Ball's gone out for an Arsenal throw-in. I think for me, we have to start looking after these players more. We can't be just letting these players just get torn apart, which is what's happening. Here comes Trossard. Trossard finding Saka. Back to Ben White. What I will say is the signal is awful today. So if there's been a goal, I haven't got a clue because it's frozen up on my screen. So Jorginho whips it in. Ben White dinks in the cross. and hits the crossbar from Eddie. Oh. Matty Cash is down here. Jacob Ramsey's going to be coming on shortly. Is it a failure of Arsenal don't win the league, mate? I'm torn, to be honest. Nah, not for me. Not for me. I think any Arsenal fan at the beginning of the season, literally top 4 was our target. If any Arsenal fan says that we should have won the league, nah. Our squad depth isn't there. Jesus has been a huge miss. We haven't got a very good backup alternative to Jesus. It's Eddie, who unfortunately does change the way that our players have to play, because Jesus does a heck of a lot of work for us. So I'm still happy if we get top 4. I'm not too worried if we don't win the league. You know, I want us to push for it. I don't want us to be the top 4 club. We need a good summer of transfers. We're still quite a few short for me. Backup striker, a new DM, a couple of CMs now for me, and another forward option. Nah, not for me. I predicted that Man City would win this league. Didn't think anyone would challenge them, to be honest. And to be honest, even now, there's still a chance. There's still a chance for United to win it. And a lot of United fans aren't saying that, but they're still in with a chance. Honestly, this satellite signal today is annoying me. I guarantee what it is. It's because the Wolves are playing. So they're switching all theirs on. Here's Douglas Luiz, who finds Ollie Watkins up against Saliba. Ollie Watkins has pushed himself out wide here. He needs some reinforcements. Well done, Saliba. Brilliant stuff by Saliba. Well done. Here's Odegaard. To Xhaka. Out to Trossard. Here's Saka. Saka with a shot straight into Mings. Zinchenko trying to dink it over. But Ben White might be able to keep this in. He does. Here's Odegaard. Well defended so far by Aston Villa. Back to Jorginho, back to Saliba, back to Saka. Odegaard, Jorginho. Dinks it over to Saka. His little dinks today have been brilliant. Saka. I think it's gone out for a corner. Slightly messy there, to be honest. To be honest, that was a bit messy. Well, that wasn't beautiful football. Quick corner taken. Here comes Zinchenko with a shot. Oh, what a goal. Oh, I can't even find it now. There we go. First goal for Zinchenko. It is Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. There we go. 61 minutes. Great strike by Zinchenko. Short corner. I was going to say that I wish we weren't going for these short corners all the time. But to be fair, Zinchenko with a beautiful shot. Bottom right-hand corner of the goal. Beautiful strike. Martinez had so many players in front of him. We would never have seen it until late. But it's now 2-2. Yeah, Zinni the man, Xhaka been useless. Play that kid where he belongs. Yep, Xhaka has been awful today. Coutinho has come off for Aston Villa. The sub. Coutinho is spelling his name weird there. Coutinho off, Ramsey on. But here comes Aston Villa again. Arsenal deal with this okay. Let's have a look what we must say. Comeback win. Get it. Got it. Let's have a look. Let's just wait and see. There's still 28 minutes left to play. I did say first half there's more goals in this game, mainly because our defences suck. And they do. They are rubbish. Oh, this satellite signal. Honestly, Wolves, just turn off your satellites. Here's Eddie through. Don't know what happened there, but I think Eddie missed. I'll have to tell you what happened there because I didn't see a single thing there. Odegaard puts through Eddie. Eddie just slightly over. Need a little bit more finesse, but then to be fair, if he didn't do the more finesse, I'm pretty sure Konza would have got there to stop that from going in. I was saying even though you know this, it is a mid. We are back 3 so teams. We dominate. NKT. Yep. I have no idea, mate. Honestly, it's unfortunate that Jesus is out, but I do think if we weren't without Jesus, we wouldn't have dropped these points. It's a double substitution coming up for Aston Villa now. Dean Donker and Bailey are coming on. So that's an interesting change there. So Dean Donker's an interesting one. He's obviously trying to shore up defensively, maybe. But I can't say Arsenal are dominating this game, as in, like, they should be worried about us, because I still don't think we're playing very well. This will be one of those get out of jail free cards if we manage to win this. Trossard dinks it in. Well defended there by Moreno. To be honest, he's quite a good player, isn't he? I see why Emery likes him. Quite like him. Here's Odegaard. Here's Kamara. Oh, beautiful. Buendia puts it through Watkins. If he can whip that over to McGinn, which he can't, because Ramsdale will come out and collect it. Ha, ha, ha. Here comes Arsenal on the attack. Oh, dear. That touch took it away for Eddie. Yeah, he did. Yeah. His first touch isn't the greatest lately, I have to be honest. Do you think Emery will be having a good evening late if it stays as it is? I think so. I think he'll be quite happy, considering what's happened in the previous games against Leicester and Man City. I think he'll be very happy with the performance. I think they've been quite good, to be honest. So Buendia and Douglas Luiz are coming off. In Donker and Bailey are coming on. Why is that going off of me here? Minute. So there we go. Substitutions coming on. So there we go. Aston Villa subs. Douglas Luiz and Buendia are coming off. Dean Donker and Leon Bailey going on. So that's probably a formation change as well, due to the fact that is a defensive midfielder and an attacking midfielder. So it's a little bit of a change, I would have thought. Does look like that. Leon Bailey is supporting. Why can I hear? So Trossard is coming off here. So Trossard is off. I don't agree with this substitution. I think personally we should have brought off Eddie. Put Trossard up front, Martinelli on the left. That's just my theory. I would have preferred that idea. But here's Odegaard with a free kick here. Loads of tussling going on in there. Here's Zinchenko, Gabriel playing as a winger here. Martinelli does manage to whip it in, but Martinez collects that nice and comfortably. Martinez is pushing the taking the time with the kicks, I have to be honest. I don't understand why, because I've seen less get booked than what Martinez has been booked here, because he hasn't been booked yet, and he should be. For the amount of time wasting he's doing, it's ridiculous. But here comes Bailey. Cleared by Zinchenko. It's out for an Aston Villa corner. Begin with the corner here. Whipped in. Dealt with okay so far by Arsenal. And here comes Martinelli on the break up against Matty Cash. But Mings is back. They're all back now. But Martinelli still managed to get the ball. But Eddie. This is why Eddie annoys me. He's a striker. He should be getting on with the page, and he's just not there. Match stats so far: 33% for Aston Villa, 67% for Arsenal. Touches in the opposition box: 33 for Arsenal, 5 for Aston Villa. Aston Villa haven't been poor. Just want to put that on record. They have not been poor at all. I think the Villa fans should be very happy with the performance today. Arsenal fans, mixed. Here's Ben White. This is why we can't take Ben White off. And if I see it happen, I'm gonna lose my head, because Tommy can't do this. Can't overlap, and that's not Tommy's fault. That's not the kind of player he is. Yeah. To be fair, he's been so poor for Villa. I was expecting so much brilliance from him. I thought it was a brilliant signing by Villa, but it just hasn't worked out that way. It's mad. Because I guarantee he would have been one of many players that Arsenal would have wanted. Come on, Arsenal, don't let Pep the ball. Big up to Paxton. Here comes Kamara. McGinn. Here's Bailey to Matty Cash. Poor cross. Here's Zinchenko to Odegaard. Here's Saka. Why is Eddie out on the left? He's a striker. For God's... Saka slips and it's out for a goal kick. Oh. How is that not a corner? How is that not a corner? I don't know. Yeah, big up to Mohammed. Big up to Mohammed Razak Hassan. Yeah, unfortunately, Christian Atsu was announced that his body has been found in the rubble in the earthquake. As we said earlier, thoughts go out to his friends and family. Horrible, horrible, horrible. To every single person that sadly died. Offside there. Just waiting for Aston Villa to take the free kick here. They have taken it now. It's taken a while. But I'm going to guess this is a bit of Aston Villa's game plan for the next, 15 minutes, 20 minutes now. Here's Jacob Ramsey there. It's Kamara. To Dindonka. Aston Villa just having a bit of possession right now. Oh, Matty Cash to Liam Bailey. Low cross, well dealt with by White, but it only goes back to Kamara. Here's Bailey. Bailey dinks it over. Zinchenko heads it back nice and comfortably back to Ramsdale. Here's Odegaard to Ben White. Ben White didn't get it right with Saka there at all. Here comes Aston Villa again. Here's John McGinn. Still John McGinn. Shot. Easily collected by Ramsdale. 75 minutes played. Oh. Here's Gabriel to Zinchenko. Puts a beautiful ball through to Martinelli here. Brilliant tackle by Matty Cash though. And it's out for an Arsenal corner. So it's an Arsenal corner coming up here. Short corner taken once again. Saka wasn't a great finish there. Cleared by Matty Cash. And Ramsdale's coming up to collect it. Oh, Eddie has closed down. Eddie. Oh! God, that hurts. Odegaard should have finished that. Boss, there is no defending that. 2 changes for Aston Villa again. Igne and Durant has come on, not Duran. Moreno and Watkins has come off. And Duran, trying to say not come on. But, oh, Jesus. "78 minutes played. Still Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 2. Sleep has been forced to make a mistake here. It's gone out for an Aston Villa throw-in. Arsenal are making a change now. Oh, jeez, here we go. Xhaka and Ben White are coming off, so I don't agree with the Ben White one. Tomiyasu, Fabio Vieira, come on. Oh. Here's Kamara. Here's McGinn. To Bailey. Well defended there by Gabriel. All it's done is buoyed Aston Villa right now. Brilliant tackle by Gabriel. Here's Tomiyasu. Saka. Tomiyasu needs to overlap to help Saka, because otherwise we've lost the right. Here's Tomiyasu to Saka to Odegaard. Saka again. Whipped in cross. Zinchenko. Here's Fabio Vieira back to Jorginho. Tomiyasu to Saka. Oh, Jorginho with a beautiful pass to Tomiyasu. Brilliant block across by Mings. Here's Jorginho. Handball there. Bounced up and hit his arm. I don't know what you're meant to do. Big up to Ian. Come on, you Villa. Obviously, anyone that doesn't know, Ian is a Man City fan. City have got Southampton today. I can't remember who you got now. Is it Southampton? I think it is. Here's Jorginho. Ball's gone back to Saliba. Here's Odegaard. Sake. Kamara. Bailey manages to keep that in. Well done, Bailey. I have to say, brilliant stuff by Bailey. Here comes Bailey. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Here comes Odegaard on the break. The problem is we have to slow it down. Here's Saka up against Digne. Foul there by Kamara. Oh, is it Nottingham Forest? Who was Southampton playing? An actual Man City fan in the flow. Yes. To be fair, I did do a preview of one as well a couple of weeks ago. Big up to James. But yeah, they do exist. They're not that hard to find. They currently are out and about, but they do like to hide sometimes. But yeah, there are some City fans. I'll let you deal with that with Paxton. Let you two deal with that. All right, Odegaard stepping over the free kick. Oh, Gabriel headed over. Just in case you weren't aware, Ian, Paxton is a United fan. So have fun with that. Martinez got a yellow card eventually. Big up to Brenny. Afternoon. Always at work whenever we play Villa. Handball there by Duran. Free kick to Arsenal. 84 minutes played. Here comes Odegaard. Through to Eddie. Eddie manages to win a corner. Oh. Is it going to be a short corner or is it actually going to be a proper corner now? Let's have a look. Saka is going to take a proper corner by the looks of it. Yep, Saka takes in the corner. Dealt with comfortably by Villa so far. The ball's with Bailey. Bailey needs to get rid of this ball though. She's currently boxed in by Martinelli and Eddie. And it's gone out for Arsenal throw-in, I believe. Yep. Here's Saliba. There's Tomiyasu to Odegaard. Jorginho, beautiful pass again to Saka. Weak effort by Saka there. Jorginho has had some beautiful passes today, I have to be honest. Just a really weak effort by Saka in the end there. Hadia has been impressive in some games, but clearly need a better backup. Someone who has, yeah, exactly. He does have this little period of good quality, which has got him the new contract, to be honest. But he can't do it game in, game out. He just can't. He's not strong enough. You know, we all say about Fabio needs to build up. So does Eddie. He's just, he needs to sharpen up a little bit. Obviously, we go back being top after today if we draw. Here's Saka. Jorginho to Odegaard. Arsenal throw-in. What was the record crowd apart from Wembley? Oh, jeez. I'll leave you two to do that. But yes, I do know it was Main Road. Maybe Balogun. Yeah, I love Balogun. I rate him better than Eddie just because Balogun's got something more to his game. He's actually physically strong and actually hold up play. Good finisher as well. But yeah, for me, Eddie's not the one. Balogun is the one. 88 minutes played now, though. I will not be happy with a draw. Just so everyone's fully aware, this was a must-win. A must-win. Currently, Ross, the Aston Villa fan, has actually predicted it spot on 2-2. Bobby is tired of it. Oh, mate. You have no idea. No idea. Just here's Saliba to Gabriel. I don't know how many minutes of injury time as of yet. Balls with Odegaard. They're saying it could be 6 minutes of injury time here. Here's Jorginho. It is 6 minutes of injury time. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate it. Here's Gabriel. Here's Fabio Vieira to Sinchenko. Arsenal just can't get anywhere right now. Fabio's trying to put a ball over. Does find Martinelli. And it goes out for a corner. It's only going to get harder next season, Qatar. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Next season is going to be one heck of a season. But I do believe next season there's 5 teams that qualify for Champions League as well. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season next season. Well tackled by Ramsey there against Martinelli. And here comes Leon Bailey. If you can find Duran, because it's currently Fabio Vieira as the centre back. Bailey beaten away by Ramsdale. Balls with Duran. Sleever needs to keep this in. He does. Goes out for an Aston Villa throw-in. Just going to get a little bit itchy bum time in the last few minutes. Oh, I've got the players the wrong way around. Do apologise. Here's Saka. Trying to fight, but it's not going to beat Tyrone Mings. Good defending there up against Eddie, but Eddie's knackered. We're not resting him. That's the problem. We're not resting Eddie. This is where Trossard could have played up front. Will Man City be in Premier next season? Of course they will, even if they get found guilty. They'll get found guilty of some, but it all depends on how many. But that's the thing. That's for a different show, different time. No club is guilty until proven guilty. Jorginho. Oh! Goal! Oh, no, wrong one. Getting too carried away there. Oh. It's, just in case you hadn't noticed, Arsenal scored. Jorginho with a belter. Bit of luck, but a belter. Yeah, it's probably going to be a Martinez own goal, to be honest, but what a belter. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You are not. You are not calling this one. You are not calling this one. This is all me. I said 3-2. I said 3-2. I said we'll go behind. Oh my word. Jorginho for me, man of the match. Been brilliant. Newcastle improving as well. Spurs clinging on to being a top. Yeah, that just doesn't exist. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, next season's going to be crazy season. Oh, is it VAR? Is there seriously VAR for this? It's double substitution here, though. Rob Holding and Tierney coming on. Odegaard and Sinchenko going off. Tierney and Holding are on. Sorry, I have to laugh at that goal. So lucky and bonkers, I know. But it was a great strike by Jorginho. I will say that. Great strike by Jorginho. But yeah, the fact that it went off on the back of Martinez. Martinez also very good freak as well. But yeah, I love it. I've got to try and go back to where I am here. Won't even get credit own goal football. No. Not doing that. Emi Martinez, shady business. Yeah. We're going to the last seconds of this game now. But it currently is Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 3. Now Arsenal just need to keep their heads now. Tierney clears. Here's Konza to Bailey. Arsenal need to keep their heads now. Bailey crosses it in. Dindonka, Saliba. Balls with Ramsey. Goes out for a corner to Aston Villa. There's Nicholas, the set piece man. There's Martinez stepping up for this corner. Oh my word. I'll be enjoying the game later because there's no pressure on me whatsoever. I'll just enjoy the game. No, it might not be a 0-0. Digne with the corner here. Headed out by Saliba. Here's Fabio Vieira. Through from Martinelli. Come on, Martinelli. Heavy first touch. 4-2. Get in there. Happy days. Happy days. I don't care. I got it wrong. I don't care. That does not matter to me whatsoever. It's the fact that we are winning and Martinez has helped us. Ha ha ha. Beautiful pass by Fabio. Well done, Fabio Vieira there. He did, yeah. Emery having a yeah, he's definitely not having a good day now, is he? Let's be honest. But Martinelli celebrating. Bit dangerous to do that, I have to be honest. Martinelli celebrate before they score the goal, but hey ho, it is what it is. No. They're giving Odegaard man of the match. Nah, Jorginho for me. Jorginho's my man of the match. I think he's been brilliant. And it is full time. 4-2. Appreciate everybody that's joined in and got involved. Really appreciate it, as always. Imagine if you miss exactly. I've seen it happen before. People have celebrated, they've slipped over, they've missed the ball, or players come back and tackled him. I've seen it happen. It's very risky to do it, but thankfully Martinelli did score. I will be back in 3 hours to do the Newcastle-Liverpool game. Big up to everybody that's joined. Right now, I'm definitely out of here to get some dinner. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.